Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world of darkness, and welcome once again to Rage Across New York, the werewolf venue. Tonight's scenes sees the first part of the plan of Kachina, your hope and savior, to help Spirit of the Tree and the Shadow Lord have decided to left. Oh my god, such cowardness. We shall remember this day. Um, Kotori having to help Kachina because Kachina had a lot of work to do, have taken upon himself to make the trip to the Umbra of the island and summon an earth spirit to help them to modify the earth in the Umbra so that the trench that will need to be built in the Tellurian will be easier for their brothers and sisters. And so he has Howl into the Sept to have brothers and sisters to help him in this endeavor. And we're at the very corner of the Sept, waiting as he's waiting for, I guess, the new arrivals to come, and then he will explain, and everything will go.
Defrags would show up in Lupus form. And just sit there, nod to Kotori, and just wait for his instruction.
Book shows up along with Defrag as he has kind of been on the Glasswalker's heels waiting to find out what he's found out, what they find out about the found out. So he's
Dude, I keep telling you, even my super fast computers can only work at a limited speed. So
I want to know when you know.
And you will.
Kotori cocks his head on the side at this strange spectacle. But what are you talking about? Look.
Roland men. I find some when I was hunting yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I kill them and take their weaver tool and skin folds. Glasswalkers look into it for book.
Yes, good. Also, I heard you found the great pleasure of ice cream.
Yes, ice cream good, unless you eat too much, makes sour stomach.
Yes, yes, and freeze the head.
He says freeze the head. He just he cocks his head at you.
Brain
that
freeze.
Did not happen. That did not happen to Book. Book's head is not frozen.
You refer to brain freeze.
Happens if you eat too fast.
It happens to everybody at some point.
Sounds like good thing. We'll try to do that next time.
Kotori said, thinks a little bit and says, "All right. When finished with quest, we go ice cream."
Good. Winterberry ice cream, very good. Was Book's favorite.
And I guess we can wait for Fabulous to make his entrance with Fabulosity.
Fabulous.
Xavier slowly makes his way towards Kotori. No, everybody's here already.
Yes, I think we have. He looks. We'll wait slightly more to see if other shows up. If no one shows up, we go. As I will explain to you what we do.
Book looks at Xavier and smells the buttload of pure breed on him. and noble heritage apparently as well. And it looks like
Mhm.
it looks like Katori Book does not know this one.
Mm.
Who is Strider?
Well, he can introduce himself, I think.
Xavier looks to both Book and Defrag. Welcome to the Sept. My name is Xavier Wazir, clawed by the Abyss. Silent Strider Galliard, Cleave.
Pleasure
Oh
to meet
yes, I know this one. Face looked different when I seen it last. You are maybe coming to this pack as well, yes? He cocks his head side to side.
Most likely, yes.
Good, good. Need Galliard. Much honor will need to be sung. I am Bugabagoizen, 4-foot warrior of Wendigo. You may call me Book. Many use this name.
you.
Glad to meet you.
I am Toby, also known as Defrag. I'm Glasswalker, born to two legs, Ragabash.
Is Defrag in Hamed or?
No, he is currently kicking it around in lupus form right now.
Got it. He will turn to Defrag and say, "Glad to meet you too. Welcome to the Sept."
Thank you.
And Jason, try to talk to see if it works normally.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we-
soup,
we
boys. Mm.
We have you perfectly fine.
Yeah, Andre will probably he'll probably just walk by the whole proceeding, as it were. Hands in his pockets. He looks a little bit more relaxed compared to how he was previously.
Andre.
Katori.
So,
Takamundi Raya, feeling better?
There's less pressure on my shoulders, proverbially speaking.
mm,
I think that's the English expression.
so I guess you went to Chases the Storm.
I'm not the one he seeks. I am who I say I am.
Yeah, I would have been disappointed otherwise. Well, I think we have more than enough people. We're going to go to the island. We need to make trench places for Ocean to dwell and make his way to the tree so that cuttlefish and dolphin can come to the aid of a wild spirit into its battle against the worm.
Sounds... You'll forgive me, I'm not really up on the exact details of this island. Where exactly is it located?
Tori thinks at the name that people give this island. It's not Sutter Island, Anthony. It's Anthony?
Long Island?
Yeah, Long Island.
Funny story, I actually used to live on Long Island.
Well, your guy does then. We go to Long Island where tree is.
Oh, the tree. I've been there. You've been there.
Yes.
Me and Book's been there.
Book has been to tree. Book knows of all that goes on there.
Yes, we've been inside. At least I've been there once. I don't know if Book's been back or not, but
I have not been back. Would be good idea to run and see if flags are still in place from where we left.
it would be.
Mm.
Are you
Wants
expecting
to-
trouble?
Yes.
Always expect trouble. We are warriors.
There was trouble when we were there. I'm assuming that there's trouble still.
Mm.
What did you
Mission.
find last time you were there?
Out of character, we just remembering this correctly, we discovered that it was there was worm. It was part of worm or something. We got 3 wisdom for what was it? 1 second.
I'm catching every other word. Speaking to your mic. Like you're kind of trailing off, like mid.
Yeah, no, I was trailing off. Ian was trailing off. Revealing that an area is of the worm we got from the scouting party. So,
Mm.
so there's worm there, definitely worm there.
There's definitely one there.
Mm.
We find that worm is in cage, but cage rattles and breaks. Cage needs to be strengthened. This
Mm.
is what we do now. We meet with Great Spirit of Tree and help give her strength to continue fight.
And yeah, there was definitely an ongoing fight going on there.
Mm. Mission right now is only create pathway for ocean. If go beyond and try to get back inside, might jeopardize everything that we are trying to do. We need to make simple and stick to mission, no digression.
Yes, Alpha.
Still, it doesn't hurt to prepare for the worst.
Mm. And this is why, and he just gets into, he just digs a hole and he gets a small bag or a piece of clothes where there are torches that those who have participated in the war against the Storm Eater would recognize instantly, or I would say even even with simple knowledge, they would recognize Arca torches. Mm. Yes, we'll need to use Arca torches to make smoke and weakens the worm. We'll also need to probably purify the site where we will summon Earth Spirit.
Much work to be doing. We should start.
Yes. Ragadash, if you would guide us as a scout.
Absolutely. I have just so you know, Kotori. There might be the occasion where a Weaver spirit may come up and talk in your ear. I have a communications device that is a finish.
It is of no problem.
Just so you don't get surprised. That goes for all of you in case I need to communicate with anybody that this may occur. It's instantaneous communications between me and the person that I'm trying to talk to. So, and we can only hear it. So,
very well.
Just so nobody gets caught off guard.
Let us go then.
And he would lead the way.
Quick
As he
question.
remembers it.
Quick question for everybody going. How are you getting there?
Well, we're Umbral, and Alan's not here, so I'm assuming we're running.
Fair enough. So you're going through the Umbra is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
And Defrag to lead the way. He's been there once before into the region. So.
Alright. Um, you guys start traveling through the Umbra state, and you see flickering colors and dancing lights as you get closer and closer to this wellspring of ever-flowing notices. Those of you who have been to the tree would understand that you're getting close. You see a lot of dove spirits and a lot of things of tranquility, spirits of direction, because things have been done here. A sign of collective work that the Scepter Green is indeed working together to try to correct this to the best of their ability. You see vague impressions of footprints from other guru. Some you may recognize, some you don't. For those that are brand new to the sept, so on and so forth. But you arrive closer to the tree, and
I would I would call a stop so that we could organize at the. I think the initial stopping point that the scouting party stopped was 50 yards into
50
the
paces.
50 paces
paces
into
away.
50 paces into the tree line from the entrance to the tree. I think that's a good place to stop at and organize our thoughts, and that's where I would call a stop. Unless Katori stops us earlier.
No, I mean you're the scout and you have already went there, so he will trust your judgment.
Then unless somebody removed it, there is a red flag there.
Which
yeah,
stands to prove, is there a red flag? And can I see the other one, maybe a couple further into the tree since we're only 50 paces back? Book does have eidetic memory and would he paid attention to where every single one went down, so he would know if they've been
yeah,
moved.
what you left is still there.
Flags still in place, have not been disturbed. Is a
Mm,
good thing.
good. Then mm, let's let's start. And Kotori will look around to find well, I would say the most rock, well, or let's save a place where there is enough space for this, and he will start to create a circle. But first, he would like um, to use sense worm.
Go right ahead.
Yep.
You're going to regret this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But specifically, I'm more, not for the tree. Not for the tree. I'm actually, on the ground where
Mhm.
we're going to make the ritual. And wow, for once, this is a shitty roll. So dun 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 dun. So only 3 successes. I am sad.
I got 6.
My
Uh,
eyes! Oh god, my eyes!
all right. So you're doing sense firm on the ground.
Yeah.
Assuming this is a sense of smell, or you have some other type of way of perceiving it. So
Mm,
just so I
yeah.
make sure.
Yeah. Let's go with sense. I mean, I'm a wolf. It makes sense to use my noses.
Okay.
My nose.
Um, you sniff, you inhale, you feel. First, it's kind of weird. You
Mm-hmm.
get a very fresh intake of like pure wild energy.
Mm-hmm.
It smells good, but then kind of like a bad fart. You smell something on the tail end of it. Like, well, what's that?
Mm. Okay. And
It's
and for
Xavier.
Mr. Six.
That's for 2 successes. Xavier. It comes to you rather more abruptly as you kind of like inhale. It's just like, well, this is not. Oh God, my nose, ow, and yeah, it's more abrupt for you.
Do I get it? Do I get any penalties from that or something like that?
Would you like a penalty?
No, I'm just asking.
Stop poking the ST. What's wrong with you?
You can keep poking me if you like. I could give you a penalty. Would you like a penalty?
No.
Fair enough. But no.
Okay. So then Kotori, as he senses well that it seems to be okay, even if there is a lingering smell. He still thinks that, well, since technically the Earth Spirit that he's summoning are known to make their battle underground, and that it's not actually the Earth Spirit from Long Island, he's going to think that if I sense a lingering worm taint beneath, he has to come from that zone. So let's make it at least clean. So what he's going
So,
to okay.
give me a perception occult.
Okay. Fun. Yes. Is it a roll of detection?
Yes.
To detect something. Okay.
Yes.
Standard
Is
difficulty.
everybody doing this?
Excuse me? I didn't hear the last part.
Me or Ian?
No, I didn't hear your part, Damien.
Yeah. I asked if it was standard for difficulty.
Yes.
So it means it's difficulty 2.
3.
Oh. Oh.
And is everybody doing this roll or just him?
Just him.
All the success.
Alright. You notice that you know how grass, when it's left outside in the sun for too long, it starts to have like this like disturbing brown color.
Okay. Yeah.
In certain patches, it's starting to pop up, but there's still lots of green grass. But when you look at it, some of it is starting to rot a little bit.
Okay, so the zone that I'm going to select is the one who seems the greeniest of them all.
Okay.
And with that, I guess that Kotori will ask everyone to make a circle and to let's say that we plant the Arca torches to form the circle, and that he is going to first, with a small amount of water from the Uktena shrine, he's going to cleanse. He's going to cleanse the inside of the circle.
Okay. Roll it.
Can I assist him?
Oh, please assist me.
Sure can.
It's a Gnosis roll, right?
Yeah. Book, this is your call. Show the superiority.
If it's a
No.
standard
Let's-
if it's a standard difficulty, that's an additional success. So that's an additional dice.
So I'm going to roll Gnosis as well, and since we're in the Umbra and we're doing this in conjunction, I'm gonna call to my friend and have him roll his Gnosis as well to aid us in this act, if that's possible. Is that possible?
I'm going to say no, not for this.
Damien, you got 4 dice from me.
But you yourself definitely assist. It's not beyond your grasp, but the spirit, not so much.
Okay.
Cinematically, there's a little breeze around as I'm focusing my Gnosis.
Yeah.
So this roll, Anthony, is for communicating with my ancestor, Feared, who's my allied ancestor. So right now I'm at Ritual 5.
Okay.
And how many dice for everyone at standard difficulty?
I gave you 2.
2, 1, and 4, so 7. Andre, do you help in this effort?
He did, but he can't give you anything.
It's okay. So
Not for want
7
of
It's
trying.
the
dice.
thought. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
He's there. The thought that counts.
Let's. Okay. And magic.
Very nice.
So yeah, it's like super clean. It's so super clean.
As you
It's
guys,
like Mr. Clean, yo. Mr.
as you
Clean
guys
shows
begin
up
to,
and like spanks your ass.
as you guys begin to enact this ritual of cleansing, the water from the China shrine drops on the ground. It starts to bubble a bit, but after a while, it kind of is accepted into the earth and drawn in. And please make a sense magic.
Okay. Perception occult. It's a no perception enigma. Perception enigma. It's difficulty 8, if I'm correct. Just let me check very quick. Tribal, sense magic. Sense magic, perception, enigma. Oh no, difficulty based on subtlety of magic. So you will set the difficulty.
The difficulty will be give 2 out of 5.
Will be what?
5.
5, okay, so it's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. As you kind of attune yourself to it,
Mm-hmm.
you see kind of black miasma kind of escape from the ground into like a black fog,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of just whisks into the air,
Mm-hmm.
signifying that some of the taint is leaving, if not all of it.
Yeah,
that's
but. Mm-hmm.
You also notice that the ground becomes a lot softer, a lot more durable, a lot more accepting. There's no more brown patches of like crabgrass from
Mm-hmm.
where the corruption was seeping into the earth. It seems to return to its bright, vibrant green color.
Yay!
Sweet, let's dig it up.
Seems like this is a clean area, but every so often it seems like it's working. But then once you've laid out the area of the circle, it stops abruptly, like blam. You can actually see the indent of magic and pure energy just kind of stop right there.
I'm not sure I got everything for the last part. What did you say exactly goes and stop?
Where your torch is and where you guys are standing in the circle, it doesn't go past that. In your head, you know, since the amounts of successes, that it definitely should have gone past that. But for some reason, it stopped right there.
Okay.
You know that you put in a lot of effort, and it should be more pronounced than that.
Oh, you mean for the cleansing?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, just a small ritual.
Mm.
If you want, I can do Rite of Balance, but that would take more time. So then Kotori is going to start and prepare the summoning, because obviously this is going to take some time, and he would guess that the more they are going to wait, the more the taint will come back. So
Tell me about the summoning. How are you doing it?
Basically, he's going to dance and chant for a certain amount of time, as he is going to beg for one of the mighty spirit of the earth to be kind enough to cease his eternal battle against the fire of the earth that seeks to destroy the world, to answer his call to fight an enemy that they both desire to see gone from this land.
Sorry, and defrags would join him in assistance.
So you're assistant.
I guess everyone wants to assist me. Also, as we do it, I spend. I will. I will make a gnosis roll to activate the arca torches to keep the area around that we cleansed a little bit more clean of Bane influence or
Arca
any.
torches don't necessarily cleanse, but they keep out the bad juju.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. That if there's a Bane who's like, this seems a little bit too clean. I'm going to go and see what the fuck is going on. Like, oh my god, it's so stinky. I don't want to go there.
Gotcha.
I am also. I'm gonna find a place still real close to the group, but that would be constituting some high ground in air quotes, and I'm pretty much gonna try and just be Overwatch. I'm watching out for fucking. I'm gonna be up in the crow's nest, watching for all the bad things that are probably gonna come at us because he's summoning something.
But I need your 5 gnosis. It's okay.
Defrag will actually spend a gnosis into this to help carry it along faster. Because he doesn't have a lot of. He doesn't actually have a lot of things that he actually has to use gnosis on, so he'll assist in doing it that way too.
Xavier is standing guard next to Kotori in case anything happens.
Okay. Tell me what would be the level of the Earth Spirit or of the Earth Elemental, or do I just set a level of Earth Elemental and we go with it?
It depends on how big what you're aiming for.
Yeah, what are you aiming for?
I'm aiming for a spirit powerful enough to basically trench his way to from the water of the Umbra of ocean to the tree with no problem. So I would say it's at least a juggling.
Jesus, I don't think that'd be Incarna.
Yeah, no, we're not going to go and say, oh yes, I summoned the avatar of the earth
Alright, so you're
itself.
summoning a Celestial. Gotcha. So, alright, begin to summon.
Oh shit! Ishtara shows up and just walks the path in, kisses the tree. We're all good. Peace out.
But yeah, go for it.
Okay, so
I'm rolling to assist as per earlier.
Yep.
And as for Andre's part,
once again, it's.
What is that, Andre?
For Andre's part, because he knows the danger, although he doesn't quite have the same level of rituals or spirit lore or anything like that, he knows that this is some really serious juju going on and it has a lot of serious risk. So basically he's going to slowly shift up to Krinos and spend 1 rage for Razor Claws. In the case of, worst case scenario.
Do you want to make my curse happen? Is that what you say, that my character is known to make shitty summoning?
Well, I'm not saying that I want to be prepared, but I want to be prepared.
Okay.
So,
yes.
Why do you think I'm the guy?
And if I can finish,
So
then the last thing that he's going to do is activate Blur of the Milky Eye to. If anything unpleasant comes, they're going to get a nasty surprise when they try to attack the squishy little theurge.
Yes. Knife in the back.
No. Okay, first attempt fails.
Okay.
You have 2 hours. I mean, you have 2 hours to make your shit.
Another failure. Fuck it. I'll spend a willpower point. Oh, much better. 3 successes. Yeah.
Fuck, we got
a couple of
2 hours.
hours.
Just keep rolling.
Yeah.
So Anthony. So I add 1 success to Kotori,
Yeah.
and I spend the gnosis to as for Shimage to try to help it make it a little bit easier.
Hold on to the chimneys because it will be important.
Yeah, but that's the thing that I wanted to ask is that can we I guess that's going to be a very silly question, but I guess I can sense the gnosis, around me.
Okay.
Uh, is the gnosis, kind of pure in the area that we are? Because, you don't
It's
want to give bad gnosis, like, oh yeah, I give you poisonous, poison gnosis, like corrupted by the worm.
that would be true if you're gathering the ambient gnosis in the area. Then yeah, you're corrupting an earth scan. Yeah, no, you're not doing that. So
Yeah, I'm not doing that. But my chimnage, I will add it after I finish the summoning. I will drop 3 point of gnosis.
okay.
Oh, believe me, Anthony, that's like the cheapest thing I can give.
No, I've
Because
seen I've seen it.
generally I'm like, oh yeah, here, 10 gnosis.
You guys still have to take care of Princess Luna,
Yep,
but
exactly.
but yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to make this roll.
Hmm.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to. Uh, Kotori
Is it
really
fair?
wants this. Kotori really wants this to work, so I will drop a willpower on this summoning.
Good boy.
All right. So describe it for me, like
Yep.
the willpower and all of your energy, like how are you exerting it.
Mm. Okay, so -1 willpower. Jack will give 3 gnosis to Earth Elemental. Okay, I'm
Remember,
ready.
you're +3 dice.
Yeah, I added everything. I'm at
Okay.
11. Roll. Oh, yes, the curse is not real today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yay.
All right. So this picture's not going to work.
What,
Please
Michael
stand.
Jackson? Fuck. That's a wrong spirit.
Well, I mean, he's saying
Actually,
about
not
the
so much
Earth.
wrong spirit, it's wrong ritual.
Michael Jackson appears and moonwalks a trench from the ocean to
Hey,
the tree.
I would
Everybody,
totally
you
beat
needed some.
that.
I
I
heard
would
you
beat
needed a
that.
trench dug. Why do you guys try to be so ignorant? You know you can't dig a trench
This
here.
Let's let
When I
VST
step on the lighted square, that
explain.
motherfucker's supposed to light up.
Well, look at the ST's
Being
picture. It's
ignorant.
clearly Michael Jackson.
Apparently. All right.
Sorry,
As
Anthony.
you begin your summoning,
Mhm.
it's taking a lot out of you.
Mm.
Those of you that are watching Katari, the sweat is like coming from his brow, and he's chanting and dancing, and after a while, you're kind of confused as to why is nothing showing up yet. He's been doing this for quite a while, and as he's going at it, you hear something in the distance. Big, heavy footprints. Big, heavy footsteps. And then you see something coming in the distance as it kind of tries to break free from the Umbrascape. But as it's trying to, you feel that it's taking more effort than it usually should. That after the earth elemental comes out of the ground, you can actually see that parts of its body are kind of cracked, kind of broken a little bit, but it seems to be exerting itself a little harder than it normally would. But it's here.
Mm,
There we go.
interesting.
Is that hold on? Is that the spirit from the lower area of the tree?
No.
Okay.
And as this spirit, basically, I'm going to I can make maybe a spirit lore roll if you wish, because I want to know if it's basically kind of out of character question because Kotori would know about it, I would guess, but it seems hurt a little bit. Would the technically the gnosis would kind of help him or her to repair itself, or
It is. As the Earth elemental comes up, it seems to be it's mending itself,
Mhm.
but still, again, you see what looks like to be fatigue.
Mhm.
Because
What's
I'm
even worse?
And
What's even worse is apparently all the gnosis that just got pumped into it was only enough to get it up to this state. Imagine if we hadn't put in as
um,
much.
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a
you
good
you
point.
can, I mean, you can give some more. You're a
Anthony,
goddamn lupus Haroon. You don't need your gnosis.
Anthony, Anthony,
Yes.
can I make a roll to see if what I saw Book and Blitzkrieg do the other day with sacrificing health levels to produce gnosis would help this again? If this would help again?
Um, what's your spirit, Lord Bud?
I think I have one dot of Umbra Lore. Does that help?
Nah,
But
no.
he did witness it. He watched two of us do it back to back. Just saying.
Here's the thing about that. You can watch something being done. Now, if you do it properly, it's a whole different story.
Then
Uh,
then I will turn to Katori and I will ask him and explain what he saw Book do and ask him if it would help in this place and that I would be willing to do so if he thinks it would help.
uh, I guess I would need to make spirit a spirit lore or umbrella lore to
Spirit
understand
lore,
what he means.
please roll it.
Okay.
It,
Wits to interpret it,
Go for it.
or intelligence.
Intelligence.
Okay.
in the meantime, while he's rolling that, Book seeing this long before anybody else, maybe, is going to. I'm going to call up to my friend. Carry this to him. Aid his arrival. And I let out a low, like almost mournful, but a low howl, and I will release two gnosis up to wind to carry off to the elemental.
It
And
feels
sorry, carry on, man.
as you give up this gnosis, um, it outstretches its seems to be arms and flower buds erupt from the fingers as the gnosis is kind of absorbed, and you kind of see like if it could be called a chest cavity, it kind of extends and then goes back down, but it's still labored.
So
Rad,
he,
rad.
Defrag should look at Katori
Mm.
with the so will it work? And he
So,
pulls out a knife.
so with 5 success on the roll.
I got 2 successes on that
All
from
right.
presumably overhearing it.
So I assume as you guys see this and the conversation that is happening with Two Frag and
Two frag? What?
sorry, wow. What happened with Two Frag and Kotori?
Mm-hmm.
The conversation is happening, and you guys are trying to piece together what he's talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and you understand that when you essentially gnosis, it is the lifeblood of spirits.
Yeah.
And that if you scourge yourself, essentially, you can give part of your part of that lifeblood to the spirit.
You mean the Jason Link fact I spend blood because it's
You
Uh,
can
because
do that.
I'm nice. Okay. Also, I would like to make an Umbra lore check because
Mhm.
I'm thinking that I know that I can modify the Umbra
Mhm.
with my gnosis and everything. So my question would be, if I modify the Umbra around it to, help him or her or it to get
Mm.
out, would it do the work to then heal the wound with my blood?
You try. All right. Give me a flat gnosis roll,
Okay.
Katori.
Katori, you are. I mean, you realize that Defrax is offering to do it himself, right? To actually give up the health levels to this to
Mm.
strengthen.
Um.
You need,
So,
he would point out, you need the strength to continue this. Allow me
mm,
to do it.
so what would be the difficulty for this roll?
It's a
Standard
lot.
or lower?
It's going to be a bit higher because
Okay. Yeah.
of all of the.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a bit higher.
Yep.
I'm going to
So I think.
say
Hmm.
you are a little shy of what you needed, but as you begin to try to shape the landscape, it's hard. It's taxing and it's exerting, and it feels like you're able to almost shape it into something easier.
Hmm.
But as you think you almost have the shape, the stress or the amount of gnosis or how well you did with it. It's
Hmm.
not holding it together in a tangible way. Kind of like a sandcastle that just got hit by water.
Mm.
Yeah,
Uh,
Defrax will put a hand on Katori's shoulder. Let me help.
if
Just guide
you
me in
say
how to
so.
do this. Just guide me in how to do this. You know this better
Mm.
than I do.
All right
And
then.
Defrax
Uh,
will give up 4 health levels to produce the gnosis.
Jeez.
I was
All
going to
right.
s- I was going to say let's mutilate ourselves together, like everyone give blood because symbols and everything. But okay.
Are you correcting him?
I thought we were
Because it looks
playing
like he's
Werewolf the
about to like
Apocalypse,
shank
not
himself.
Emo Central.
Shush.
Because it looks like he's about to shank himself. So somebody might want to say like, "Hey, bro,
Yeah,
we're
no,
all
stop.
here."
Stop it. Kotori puts his paw on his hand and say that one one does not need to bear the burden alone, as you said. We are all there together to try and help the spirit. The minimum that we could do is to share the burden that you're going to bear. And so Kotori will turn to everyone and say, we shall aid this elemental earth spirit by giving some of our blood. This will help him to strengthen himself and help us in our endeavor. We cannot let him in this state.
Um, that was
All
for me.
right.
That roll there, Anthony. By the way, is me activating my hunter necklace. Just so you knew.
You're activating what?
My
Hunter necklace,
hunter's necklace.
Gotcha.
which,
All right.
okay, so
So those of you that are offering blood, take 1 level of unsoaked illegal.
what I'm going to ask
Done.
is, we have Oaken Shield, so how does it work? It's, since you're on Changeling also with, and me and Xavier
Mhm.
have Oaken Shield. Yes, good sir, we have we have been boosted.
Shield.
All right. Do you believe that it will help? Does your
Basically,
character believe that it will help?
basically, no. What I would like to know is that if I shank myself, is it going to
Mm-hmm.
go like it's like shwum shwum? I'm just yeah, from the scene of last night, Jason.
Basically, I'm gonna say
Because I have a doubt considering it's called Oaken Shield, but it gives more health, and I'm wondering if it's just a shield around you, or you know.
The way Oaken Shield works is extra health levels. It's not really a shield, so it just makes
So
you're more durable.
so okay then. Since I have 6 level, I'm dropping 5.
Do you believe? All right, here's another question for you.
Hmm.
For those that have Oaken Shield, do you believe that it will work?
I don't
don't
think it works.
think
I
so.
think it. I think it's a. It's. I think it's essentially a. While it acts like health levels, I think it's pretty much like it is pretty much like a shield. It enhances you, but I think
Hmm.
they're ghost health levels basically.
Right, but
I'd
as
I
I
don't
say
think.
get,
go.
I,
I'd say
I,
go with whatever the core book says, or your own judgment, Anthony.
that's why I'm asking you. Do you believe that this will work? Yes or no?
Um,
He's
I
not
mean,
asking if the players think it'll work. He's asking if the characters believe that it'll work. Peter
um,
Pan style here, boys and girls. Peter Pan, you got to believe you can fly.
well, well, I mean, those guys that helped us to fight this creature said, "Don't die on. We don't want you to die on us." So, yeah, basically, let's think about it. Kotori felt more healthy, so I would say in his mind, he wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't drop to 5 unless he was explained what an Oaken Shield does. So what he's going to
Was it
do?
explained to him what it does?
No, they just said we don't want you to die, to activate their thing, and they say you feel more healthy than you ever were, and that's it. So I would guess that he's going to think normally. So I will not drop to 5. I will drop 2. I will drop 2
uh,
points.
Anthony, while
Yep.
while they're all figuring this out, I'm going to step up to the spirit as long as the spirit allows me to approach. Uh, with the knife that I had taken out, I am cutting one hand and then using that hand to cut the other hand, and I'm giving up 2 health levels and putting both my hands on its shoulders in a friendly gesture, not getting too, not intimate, but not
Hmm.
unfriendly, and hold my hands there for long enough for her to absorb the. I think it's 3 gnosis per health level, isn't it?
As you, yes.
And
Yeah.
on top of that, I am spending 2 gnosis out of my own pool to add to it as well. So total of
Yeah.
8 gnosis. A total of 8 gnosis.
Welcome to the club, I would guess.
I dropped 2 health levels as well, giving a combined total of a 9 gnosis
Okay.
to the thing, to the damn thing.
And Kotori takes 2 damage, and he will drop just another 1 dot of gnosis because he thinks like maybe you never know if things happen. You might want to keep the healer up to heal material.
Yeah, also, Xavier drops to life points also, with an additional point of Gnosis for himself.
That's a lot of gnosis going into this thing.
Yep. As you guys begin essentially scourging yourselves to give like your life essence to the earth elemental,
It's over 30.
yes,
It's over 30.
It's
It's
over
now
9,000.
over 9,000.
It's
Guys.
over 9,000.
guys, can I finish? Yes, I get it. It rises to its feet and looks at you. It seems to be happy and better in a better mood, but still slightly irritated.
Kotori
Kind of
will.
like if you woke up from a bad nap and somebody kind of doused you with cold water. I'm up. I'm not in the best of moods, but I'm here. I'm up. What exactly do you want?
And I thought my role would make him happy. I guess I don't want to see what happened when you only have one success with Earth Elementals. So, Kotori bows to the Earth Elemental and says, I am sorry to have disturbed you from your sleep or your great battle against the fire elementals from the earth. But we need your help, mighty earth elemental. This tree right here, who is empowered by the power of the wild, have a resident inside it, a bane of great power, the storm eater of age ancient. He is in his cage right now, binded by the Theurges, but another group of servant of a worm are trying to make him roam free. He, as you probably felt, you have feel and sensed the wretched corruption that is slowly taking over this place. I humbly ask you to give us your help and your strength to help mighty ocean, dolphin, and the cuttlefish servant of the wild to gain access to the tree so that they can empower the wild spirit and put that wretched Bane into its original place and trap him forever in this place.
It looks at you and it holds out its hand.
Okay. If if she holds out her hand, Kotori will, I guess he will approach the hand.
Alright, as you touch the earth elemental,
Mm-hmm.
you feel the agony that it took to get to this spot. You feel it inside of you. You feel it through your spirit, and it's probably the most painful feeling you have ever felt. It is nerve-wracking. It's almost hard to focus. Please make me a willpower check not to pass out.
Yeah, I would kind of guess. And I also guess that it's my current and not my permanent.
Current.
Oh, Anthony, difficulty how much?
8.
Oh yeah, I'm so going to pass out. Yep. Kotori whines as he tries to endure the pain of the spirit, but yeah, it's too much. It's too much. He howls in pain and he passes out.
Oh, the moment that he howls in
And
pain, I would be on the move down to his aid. This is my alpha. Can I get down there fast enough? Oh, wait a minute, I'm in lupus. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to catch him. But yeah, I do bolt down to him.
Defrags steps up and figures has a feeling that the touch is what caused it, and will take her hand to continue to take the pain upon himself if that's what she wishes.
Alright. Make a flat willpower roll.
Will do.
As Katori's on the ground, I just stand over him, literally standing over him to guard him.
I got a success. Cinematically, Defrags will take start taking the pain and drop to a knee, but continue the connection between him and her. Obviously, he's in a lot of pain, but he's holding himself awake and holding the connection as he
This is
falls to one knee.
You felt pain before. You felt what it means to be wounded. But wounded in this way is not something your body itself was prepared for. As you're trying to hold on your pen and trying to brace yourself, it gets more and more pronounced, and then just when you think you're about to snap, it stops.
And he would spend the last gnosis in his pool to give to her.
Uh, she'll sigh and say, "It's strenuous,
Um,
hard." What?
did the frag spend his last gnosis point?
Yes.
Wouldn't it
Interesting.
wouldn't it cause him to?
He's in Hamid form already.
Wouldn't it cause problems, Anthony?
It is. If you guys would like to be finished, what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You guys keep cutting me off and interjecting. All right,
We're excited. Sorry.
it's fine. So as you give your last point of gnosis, things will be interesting for you for the next few nights, D5.
Yep.
As you, yeah, I'll let you know what happens.
Yep.
You will have this.
He realizes the sacrifice he's making for the moment, and realizes that the strength of a new cairn or the defeat of what's in the tree right now is worth more than the discomfort that he's going to feel for a while. And he does, and the look on his face, if people realize that, is he clearly doesn't care. He is willing to do this to make sure that this happens.
Mm-hmm. Which of you actually has spirit speech?
I do.
It's on you, bud.
And I do.
All right. So, yeah.
Oh, and sorry, Anthony.
What?
He defrags does not let go until she lets go.
She lets go.
Okay.
If I can interject, as soon as Andre sees Kotori pretty much faint, he will go over to Kotori and basically take out the only bottle of Gaia's breath that he has, and I'm going to see if I can't use it to revive Kotori, because, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, 3 successes. So yeah, basically everyone who's paying attention to Kotori will see the Krynos form of Andre appear out of nowhere, because, you know, it breaks the blur of the Milky Eye with the bottle with the Gaia's breath in, which he then proceeds to gently, of course, because, you know, reasons, feed Kotori the Gaia's breath, which should get him up back to normal.
Up to Anthony to say if this wakes me up or if I have still damages on my health level.
You still have the damages on your health level, but you're up, and you have a splitting headache.
And first thing you see is obviously Andre with the bottle, what looks to be, you know, something that you have made numerous times before.
Kotori will look at you with his headache and say, "Personal space."
Yes, as Book is literally standing on top of you.
And says, "Don't do anything for you." And Andre stands straight up and gives Kotori the personal space as required.
Book licks Kotori's face real quick, and then will also dismount his alpha. Wait a minute.
And when that just sounded wrong, Josh. And if Kotori looks back to where he was standing before, he'll find Defrags kneeling in obvious pain where he had been only a moment before.
Mm-hmm. As he gets up, he looks at Andre, thanks him for, well, getting him up, and he looks at the Earth Elemental to wait for her to speak.
She looks at you, and you feel an impression in the back of your head, almost asking, "What do you require?"
We we humbly ask of you to create a trench between the tree and the ocean so that our brother and sisters in the Tellurian can dig the trench more easily. This is the only thing that we ask of you, Great Earth Elemental.
Um, she nods, shakes her head, and she kind of still straining, puts her arms on the ground, and it begins to separate. As she begins walking forward, as the earth begins breaking itself apart, as she starts making her way towards the ocean, and you see cool water come, and it starts essentially flowing. You have your trench.
Yes, I want a headache.
Defrag slowly takes gets back to his feet incredibly slowly. He is exhausted and in a lot of pain.
Since it's not like our position is unknown anymore, since we just summoned a big motherfucking earth elemental and it happened to rip a goddamn trench across the island, I'm going to howl. Howl of victory, howl of accomplishment, yays! We did something cool, you guys.
A howl for ice cream.
Anthony here is if if you know this is kind of the ending of the scene. This is what if it's happening though. Basically, once the Earth Elemental has done the work, I would like to cleanse it if there are traces of corruption from the effort that she put into making this trench.
I'm going to say, how long are you staying out here?
How long? What?
How long are you staying out here to do that?
Honestly, my intent is to make sure that she's safe, and that so Kotori will want to stay until she ends the trench, and that she will make her way back to the earth to go back to sleep.
Until the deal is done, more or less.
Yeah, until the deed is done.
It's a while.
Mm-hmm.
By the time she's finished, it's nightfall.
Mm-hmm.
We should have brought Moonface. She would have brought sandwiches.
Duly noted. Okay. Then do you want us to roll something, or do we do it just pure fluff that we once the Earth Elemental finish to make the trench, we will make the effort to make sure that no longer any taint lingers on her umbral corpse, umbral manifestation.
Essentially, it seems like she's exhausted,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems that a small tree forms where she literally just stops.
Oh,
Look, we made another tree, you guys. Hooray!
Then I know what I'm going to do. I'm going before leaving. Here's what Kotori is going to do. I'm going to perform a rite of growth on this tree to ensure that it stays healthy. That it stays healthy, even if obviously the if we wait too long, the corruption will make her way. But as a payment and as a thank, yeah, Kotori would like to perform the rite of growth.
Yeah, Andre will probably help out with that because he does know that right.
I cannot help anymore.
No, you cannot help anymore.
I will help. I've still got Gnosis.
Fair enough.
Mm.
It's
Probably
difficulty
be a
7,
very
right,
interesting
isn't it?
thing as people are like scourging themselves and things. Xavier, what are you doing?
Yeah, let me roll noses to help. Are we rolling current noses?
Perm. Should be perm, right?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I was rolling charisma plus rituals. Well, either
No,
way, you
if
can
you're
just
like assisting with it, then just roll noses.
yeah, just
Well,
roll noses.
I
I was
helped
going to
Victoria a
say,
bit.
Yes, you help. You help a lot.
Yeah, I got 3 from Xavier.
Okay,
uh,
3.
if you'll discount like these last 2 dice and assume
It's fine.
that the last
It's
okay,
fine. Don't worry about it.
1 extra one.
So,
Okay. And I'm rolling. Yay! Yeah, it feels
Damn.
good. 1,
It
2,
feels
3,
good.
4.
Nobody has to go back home and do like contrition rites, so it's fine.
Damn, it
So
feels good to be a gangster. Holy shit, look at that. Damn!
so technically this tree will feel fine for 10 months.
Mhm.
Completely fine. Yeah.
Sweet, we just sustained this tree through the winter.
Winter is most
Anthony?
definitely not coming.
What's
Anthony?
up?
Well,
Can
alright.
I make a intelligence roll to lock in my memory the location of this tree?
Mm,
Sure.
that's actually a very interesting idea.
And I'm
That's
spending
interesting.
willpower.
Book just knows where it is.
Mr. Know-it-all.
So that's 5 successes.
Woo.
I don't think I'll forget where this tree is anytime soon.
There's a reason why Book has eidetic memory and is in the rune.
He would look at Katori and ask him, with your permission, I'd like to personally take on the job of looking after this tree from here on in.
Kotori looks at you with his face. You can't really know if he's squinting his eyes like, are you kidding me, or I have a headache and my head is being banged by hammers right now. And he says, "Are you keeper?" My head.
Are you alright? I'm feeling the exact same thing.
But yeah, he asks you if you're a keeper.
No, but I would like to make sure this particular tree for the service rendered.
When Kotori says, considering that you endured the pain of your spirit and I didn't, I don't see why I would stop you from taking care of a tree. I would still advise you to go and see the keeper of the land as this if you feel that you could also help other spirit that will linger near the cairn and take care of them. I think that she will be grateful to have others with her.
He would simply bow his head in acknowledgement.
And well, with that, I guess the gang goes back to the sept.
No. On the way
Something
back to this.
interesting.
Wait,
Something interesting.
go on.
Who has Gnosis still left?
I do.
I do.
I don't.
All right. Two frag. Not yeah. Why do I keep calling you?
I love this shit.
Okay. From now on,
Fuck it, you're two frag now. Two frag.
I think we shall call this the curse of the Ian because nobody has been able to get any of my characters' names right for the last 2
I look at the
characters.
character and I'm like, no, that's too. God damn it. All right. How many of you sidestep backwards towards the Tyrannian realm?
None, I would think. Not wanting to prompt anyone, because Andre's not going to. Anyway.
My question is, when you mean we step sideways, you mean from Long Island? Stepping sideways, Long Island? No. We're going back. We're going back to the Sept, and before we enter through the Umbra, and before we enter the Sept, we're gonna get cleansed.
Yes.
Um,
Unless there is a problem with, defrag.
there's a
You
problem
know.
with Brad.
Mhm,
Please make me an intelligence
mhm.
guru.
Oh,
Does that include me?
Yeah.
I'm going to respectively abstain from that roll, as that would put me at 4 dice, and I don't feel like trying to botch today.
Xavier,
Let me see here. Let's see what.
would you also like to make an intelligence guru?
Xavier.
Xavier,
Yes.
would you like to make an intelligence guru or something's up
Yes,
with
please.
defrag?
I have a success. I have a single success.
something's
Standard?
not something's not right.
All right.
That's what you know if you have one success.
Yeah, I have one success too.
Something's not right. Those that have more than one success,
mhm.
he should
Yes.
be able to step over. Why isn't he?
I've got 3 successes. Did I just end up with the most successes out of it?
Yes.
Yes.
Then I was going to not roll it.
You understand that if you expend too much of the lifeblood of Gaia, that you can no longer step between realms.
So my
Book
my
walks over to Defrag, and he just kind of sniffs you a little bit and goes, "You spent too much of yourself.
Yes.
You are going to have to meditate to regain your spirit here before you can come across again."
I know.
He looks at Katori. "I will watch over him while he meditates."
Well, this is why I was asking, like, where are you guys stopping? Because that was important.
my then my question, Anthony, will be the following. As we go back near the sept, where the ambient gnosis is way better and pure, if I gather gnosis, from the air and basically make a ball of gnosis and just burp, touch him, because I know we did something similar with Cinna, but I don't know if it's temporary and that basically it will just allow him to step out of the Umbra, but he will still be, after that the gnosis will be gone and he will be still at 0. That's basically what I'm asking. Like, if I gather gnosis from the air and give it to defrag when we are near the sept, will this allow him to simply cross with the temporary
Cro-
gnosis?
Cross, yes, but it would be like a band-aid. He still has to recover the gnosis.
Oh yeah. No, I know that. But it's
We know
just
that.
Book had the most successes.
Mhm.
You can tell him how to do it.
He was still. It can be done. Do you postulate that in character?
Essentially, Book tells you that if you have to kind of concentrate and regain the gnosis and ask the spirits to help so you can cross again.
He will be able to cross again. He could right now with help and with time, but he will still need to regain the spirit strength that he has expended. Book thinks should be done now.
Mm.
Too much going on in Sept to walk around depleted.
Mm.
He looks at two frags.
Two frags.
Okay.
I agree with the person that gets my name wrong all the time. And just for that,
Mhm. Yes, Anthony.
I'm gonna say that I won't make you roll for that since you're in the sept.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So.
Say that they kind of coach you through it. It takes a while, but
Mhm.
you make your way back across.
and everybody gets cleansed. Because yeah, you don't put your dirty paws on this sept dirty.
You don't actually need the gnosis to actually perform a ritual, right?
Which one
Depends.
is depends.
Depends, I would guess.
Rite of cleansing.
Hmm.
Let me check.
Yes. I think Rite of Cleansing is Gnosis drop.
I will tell you guys with the rate of cleansing. Cleansing. Oh god, I'm on the wrong page. List of right.
I know you have to spend a Gnosis for each additional object beyond the first.
You must spend a point of gnosis for any extra.
Okay.
So, but it can be
any
cast
extra.
normally. It can be cast normally.
Okay, so I will.
On one thing.
Okay, so anyone who has the rite of cleansing, we're all just basically going to dance around each other, saying, get the fucking worm tape down.
Yes, you'll do the hokey pokey, and
then you banish the Eater of Souls away. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
There we go. One success for Andre's use of the rite of cleansing.
God damn it!
So
I'm
whoever that may be.
I'm going to spend a willpower point.
Clean up Mr. Keller here.
So I got a success on someone.
It's D7, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Depend
You
on
don't
the
get the
taint.
smoke from the stick.
Pardon?
I was talking to Defrag. You don't get the smoke from the stick. Doesn't happen for you.
Sorry, what?
The smoke from the stick for the rite of cleansing.
I don't with one success.
You have no. It depends. It
I
depends on
spent
the
a willpower,
level. Oh,
so I have a success. I did state that I was spending a willpower before I rolled.
Alright. Is everyone going to do their ritual?
I really don't have any. I'm assuming, since I'm not making you roll for it, that you are spending your time meditating so you can sidestep back. So.
Okay, I'm confused because I thought I was. I thought I was brought back before we started cleansing stuff.
What I'm saying is that if you do it that way, it's going to take time.
Okay, so I don't step across with everybody else then.
That's what I meant. Sorry for the confusion.
Okay, sorry, I got totally confused because I got told I was coming. I got brought across. Sorry, I apologize.
Hey, you can use that roll for me because I did say that I was gonna hang out and watch over you while you were meditating.
Okay. Cool. I remember that one, but okay.
And I did say I was spending willpower on the cleansing, so I got a success on Josh's character.
On book, hooray! Thanks, man.
Okay.
Thank you for your assistance here.
Yeah, and assuming that you've got nothing else for us, Anthony, can I pop over to the other scene?
Nope. This is a close.
Pardon?
And
wait, Ian. Let Anthony finish.
No, this is a close to the scene. I have nothing else for you.
All right, cheers, man. Yeah. So I'll do Andre's outro. Basically, as soon as everyone's gotten all their shit together and everyone's cleansed, and I'm not going to upset any of the spirits in the sept. Andre just simply waves goodbye, gives a small smile to Katori. Hey,
Senpai
at least I didn't spell it incorrectly. Before he just puts his hands in his pockets and goes off.
All right, then I guess this is where we will end our scene. Thank you, player, for playing, watchers for watching, ST for bearing with us.
Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks, Anthony. And we will see you next time as we will watch out for the digging crew.